What's going on, guys? Thanks for tuning in on yet another video on the channel. This one's a very exciting video because we're actually finally tearing into the LLY DURTYMAX. A lot of you guys are asking questions about why this is still in my possession. After I had posted the video of Brandon and Sam coming out and checking it out, they're just working on a few different details on their end, which are inevitably kind of in the way. But as of right now, all of those details have been cleared and approved, and everything is good to go. So now it's just a matter of trying to find the time, if you will, to exchange with Brandon. So he's very excited about it. I'm excited about it, and that's why it's still in the garage. I'm just keeping it nice and safe for him. So getting back to what I was saying, I've been kind of slacking lately because I've had parts that I've wanted to install on the MINIMAX now for a little while. It's been so hot outside. And so right here behind me, you guys can see we've got a few different sets of piping that all go together. So I picked up a Flow Pro exhaust. You guys can see performance exhaust, and I had actually painted it matte black with a high temperature coating. It's like a Rust-Oleum high temp paint. It's for like 12 to 1500 degrees. Now guys, just to remind you, when it comes to working on these trucks, the 01 through 07 DURTYMAXs do not have DPFs, so we will not be deleting this truck by any means. The only thing that is on this exhaust that has to deal with emissions is the catalytic converter, but that will be staying on the truck. Everything from the cat back will get replaced, including that big muffler. So this thing will sound very good once we remove that muffler and open up that tone of the exhaust just a little bit. So that's going to be part one of the install. I do have a DSP5 switch here, as well as the new Edge CTS2. This is the Insight CTS2. Super useful tool when it comes to kind of just monitoring the different attributes of your ride. And then over here, we've got the S&B intake elbow, which is basically just to improve the restrictive qualities of airflow on the LLY. For whatever reason, from 04.5 to 05, the engineers decided they wanted to try their best to suffocate the LLYs, and that it actually did. From a tuning perspective, I am working with MotorOps. I'll put their information below, down where I say parts and discounts. Their customer service is great. I'm super pleased with just how well the truck runs. On the LML, I am running their ECM and TCM tuning. And then, of course, on the LLY, I'll be doing the same thing. So I am going to stop talking right now, guys. Let's get to work. This is really not going to be fun. God. So my decision is right now to either try and unbolt this or just cut it out. I think we're gonna try and unbolt it to see what will happen. God, it is so hot out here right now. I did PB blast this, so let's see how it works. Ooh, that is hot. Woo, boy. These might help too. Oh, it's always fun rolling on the ground. I don't really have a need for that anyway. All right, so while we have a little bit of daylight left, I'm going to take a break on the exhaust and transition over to the new intake snorkel. I want to get this done so I can drive around the truck later. Pretty simple process here, guys. I'd say maybe a 15-20 minute install. The air resignator out, then the intake snorkel, then we'll have to pull the elbow out. And these are all just pinch clamps, so it shouldn't be all that difficult. Whew, all right, not too bad. But here, let me give you guys quick comparison of the true diameter or the airflow restriction between that of the LLY and that of what is similar to an LBZ or newer, or maybe even LB7. Whew, man, I am out of breath, guys. It is way too hot to be doing this. It is a leading contributor to overheating problems in the LLY. I know that a lot of you guys out in the audience have LLYs or older DURTYMAXs in general. For $129, you can pick yourself up something that's going to prevent a lot of headache.
Well guys, I apologize for the brief interruption. Long story short, this video has taken a turn for the unexpected. Long story short, guys, this exhaust doesn't fit the truck. I don't know how somebody like me could make such an amateur mistake, and I will take credit for that. I may be falsely assumed, but, well, and come to find out, it only fits either crew cabs or extended cabs, short bed or long bed. It does not marry up or match up. None of the hangers match up or anything on the regular cab. So anybody out in the audience that has a regular cab that's looking to do an exhaust to it, just make sure that you look that up beforehand. Slightly bummed out, I'm not gonna lie right now, because I was really excited about this being the first modification to the MINIMAX. To be completely honest, and not complaining by any means, but just telling you guys exactly how it is. I don't really feel so good, and I think that's attributed to the fact that, I don't know, I was rolling around in 100-degree weather on the ground trying to wrestle an exhaust that was somewhat rusted on and not so easy to get off. My spirits are down a little bit right now. My spirits are down because I was really hoping to get this done so we could just continue to kind of move forward through the build. Wasn't really exactly how I intended on things starting off, and this is exactly how I didn't want to spend this video, was just talking to you guys, but I wanted to get an upload on the channel because I'm going on vacation and I don't know how easy it's going to be for me to create content that is entertaining while I'm down there. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty bummed out. I have not had a chance to load in the tunes yet. We do have the Edge monitor in here now. We do have power, which is a good thing, and that is going to be super, super helpful in monitoring kind of where we need to be at any given point in time. Also on the interior, I want to give a big shout out to Pro Clip USA. They sent me this super nice clip. I am going to wire this in on the back end so these wires don't just hang out here, but this is pretty cool. It's for my iPhone. You can actually slide your iPhone on. It's already plugged in, so it's got a little charging dock on it, and it charges your phone and holds it conveniently. As I mentioned in my previous video, this thing is like a hard plastic and everything just kind of slides around. So big shout out to ProClip. Discount code Enthusiast1 if you want to check them out and get yourself a nice 10% discount. From an engine sound perspective though, things do sound a little bit different. Granted, I have not tuned it, so it might sound a little bit rough. I am not the type of guy to leave a project unfinished. And of course, if I didn't spend so much time on finagling that exhaust or trying to figure out how to get that exhaust installed, I was also going to do a few more exterior things, like delete these silly grandpa steps, but I'm gonna try and utilize the exhaust that I have. I do have friends that are good at welding, so I'm sure that we'll be able to get creative and make this work, but unfortunately I'm just not staffed with those resources to make that happen today. We will make it work, but going forward, you know, those mods are gonna kind of buy this truck some time. I do have some aesthetic things planned for it coming here in the future. I actually do have wheels on order. They're just back ordered, so we're gonna have to wait a few weeks for those. I already know what tires I'm gonna go with. I already know what kind of suspension I'm gonna go with. You guys can drop a comment below if I'm gonna go lifted or lowered or leveled. Just take a guess. I'd love to see what you guys are thinking. I'm very excited about it, as a matter of fact, and I'm very excited about all the feedback that you guys have provided me about this truck. And yeah, guys, I apologize that this turned into just another talking video. Hopefully I can make up for that though in subsequent videos to come. So anyway, guys, I'm out. I got to drive to New Jersey tonight, 3.5 hours. Got to get the family loaded up in the big DURTYMAX, which is hanging out right over there, and you know, gonna go down, relax for a little while. My like league, I love you guys. Do what you do best. If you haven't hit that subscribe button already, go ahead and do so. The MINIMAX build is going to be very fun and also frustrating.